Siphinde sikwamukele mbukeli lapha ekhaya Jikelele. Sibonga kakhulu ukuthi usahlanganyele kanye nathi. Yazi yamnandi ingxoxo ebilapha phakathi kaKholosa kanye noAmaza kanjalo noMandla Malakwane. Uyabona nje bathatha bayakubeka, uyabona ukuthi iRadio ayindaba. Ngafika ama podcast kodwa radio ayayindawo. Happy World Radio Day. Mbukeli ke njengoba namhlanje kubungazwa lolu suku lomsakazo kuqhakanyiswa nje neqhaza lawo emhlabeni. Isikhona intsha esivele yangagxila nje ekubeni ngabasakazi kodwa yanquma ukuthi cha isungu lele ezayo iteshi ibe ngabaphathi. Sikulandele yena ke insizwa engenye abantu kabasebasha abaneziteshi zokusakaza ezithi bona. Sizokhuluma ke no Jonathan Griffiths. Usivakashele ke lapha ke ohlelweni Ekhaya Jikelele. Jonathan, welcome. Sikubingelele sikwamukele la ekhaya Jikelele.
Ngiyabingelela. Thank you very much for having me, Sis Noxolo. It's such an honor and a privilege. Ngibingelele nakubabukeli.
Siyabonga kakhulu Jonathan. Ukholosa kade ekhuluma noAmaza, ekhuluma noMandla Malakwane akaba ama legends kule game ye-radio yabona. Sengisho ukuthi yabona manje sesiyasuka lapho sesiza ke manje ko young ones ukuthi even ne youth ikhona ekwa radio, and not just as just maybe like a radio presenter, but as an owner of a station. Like tell us more about your station.
Yeah, so istage sami iThalana FM, istage saseDandi under Indumeni and Umzinyathi district. So basically istage ngasiqala because ngangisebenzele ezinye iteshi, but then I had to move from home ibanga elide just khona ngizokwazi ukuthola experience yokusakaza. But then when I came back home I realized ukuthi asikho istage eDandi nanokuthi talent liningi endaweni yangakithi, khona abaculi, khona abantu abasakazayo, abantu benza inkondlo. So I realized ukuthi opening this platform izokwazi ukuthi isiza abantu abasha. And as mentioned before, we've had over abantu abawu-40 esikwazile ukuthi sibaqhashe, abanye bazabavela kumabonakude, abanye have been recognized by imisakazo emikhulu la eSouth Africa.
So ungathi nje mhlawumbe iziphi ingqinamba ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi ke kuyona noma yipi journey ziba khona ingqinamba especially ezokuqala istage ukuthi nje konje uqala ngapi nje ungathi yo yazi ngifuna ukuba nestage sami uqala ngapi nje ukuthi uthi uyahlanganisa iziphi mhlambe ama resources that you need.
I think it would be finances, imali, kakhulukazi njengomuntu omusha bengasebenzi dawo, ngiphume esikolweni ngahamba ngayosebenza kweminye imisakazo. So when I came back I had to start from scratch. Ngingixoxe nje ngithi ngaqala ngemic eyodwa, umbhobho wodwa, ngangiye kuma event ngifike ngibatshela ukuthi sifike sisakaza ngalombhobho wodwa nefone, singene kuFacebook besikhokhele, sithenga amanye ama mic, sagcina sesinama mix, ama laptop sekuphelele. Saqala kanjalo. So I think finances into kwakuyinkinga kakhulu. Nanokuthi yazi mawumuntu omusha sometimes usayifunda impilo, so you make a lot of mistakes along the way, but sesifundile sesiqhubekela phambili.
So nje uma ungathi uyaqhathanisa ke ukuthi ubuphi mhlawumbe ubuchwepheshe like ama technologies asekhona manje uthola ukuthi ngesikhathi sobaba uMandla Malakwane kwakungekho kwakwenza ukuthi iRadio nayo ibe easier.
I think online radio station platforms have made it so much easier because ukuthola iFM njengoba sazi ukuthi kubiza imali, a lot of money. So online platforms have made it easier ukuthi sikwazi ukuqala si generate leyo income and then save up ukuze sikwazi ukuthola ilicense ukuthi sisakaze kuFM. Because indawo yangakithi eDandi, yes, people are digitally savvy, kodwa sifuna ukuthi sireach nabantu abadala who are not as on social media and online platforms. So we're trying to get an FM, but to answer your question, online platforms have helped us a lot.
Ama podcast, like what is the major difference between like ama podcast no your conventional radio?
Conventional radio is more personal. Ngikhumbula nami nje ngikwazi nje ukuthi ngifunda isiZulu because ngangilalela ukhozi FM singenayo TV because ngakhulela emakhaya. So radio is more personal. You're able to listen to it, you're able to form a personal bond naleyo msakazi who's presenting, whereas a podcast you have to reach out on a social media platform or an online platform. So radio will always have a space. I was just looking now ngokweyitati, over 80% of abantu la in Africa actually listen to radio. And our first radio station in South Africa started over 100 years ago. But still, we're running and we're growing. So the radio industry will never stop. Regardless of koni social media, koni podcast, there'll always be space for radio. And when we look back, kumlando we radio, when it started in the 1800s, kwafika television, abantu but hey, radio but still, because it's so powerful, it was able to last centuries till now. And it's making such a big impact. In actual fact, 10 million people every day in South Africa listen to radio, both commercial and community radio stations. So i-radio Iindaba.
Because I know ukuthi i-radio iba i-lifestyle kwabanye abantu ukuthi nje vele mangivuka i-routine yami like ngicishe i-alarm ngivula i-radio, I'm getting ready, I'm listening to this breakfast show ukuthi iqhutshwa ubani nokuthi kwenzakalani ekseni, there's current affairs, there's different, uyabona ukuthi into ezahlukile, so igcina isiba i-lifestyle. And manje mhlawumbe ngokukhula kobuchwepheshe sekuwukuthi njengoba ku-2024 at least sengibona ukuthi kuyabajabulisa nababukeli nabalaleli ukuthi manje ke sebeyakwazi ukuthi balaleli radio or because of social media nama-camera nama-videos at least usuyakwazi ukubeka ubuso ukuthi usuyamazi u-DJ bani, usuyamazi ubani bani. Eqaleni kanti wawu-imagina nakho kwakumnandi lokho but ama-presenters e-radio aseyacisha afane nabo bakwa-TV ukuthi nabo emhamba emgwaqeni bayamisa ukuthi nangu Jonathan because sekukhona ama-platforms ama-video where abantu ungathi kubaleka kangakanani mhlawumbe ukuthi umuka radio sengisho mhlawumbe as radio personalities or abantu nje bakwi-radio industry to be able to stay in touch with ama-listeners.
I-radio kumele isebenzisane with social media. That's the only way you can stay relevant. Because for example sometimes esikhathini esiphila kuso manje, if somebody is not able to tune in live emsakazweni, they're able to catch up on that content at a later stage with social media. So social media and radio is not supposed to be competition. We're supposed to work hand in hand so we can be able to proliferate isimo se radio. I think something that touched me a lot is when we're interviewing Uput Felix Floppe. He's one of the KZN presenters. And wayixoxa nje esho ukuthi uBablinda Sibiya uyena omfake gaming. Fortunately I had Bablinda Sibiya's contact, so I made a surprise call. And so many people missed that interview because of a load shedding. But when we went onto social media, that's where many people were able to catch it live. It inspired so many people. So that's just one instance that comes by with radio. Many 70 sun in the social media. Not a competition.
Not competition. So Jonathan, ungathi ke mhlawumbe ni kumuntu ofunayo naye ofisayo ukuthi okay yazi mhlawumbe useqalile ijourney yakhe waba i-radio presenter njalo njalo. Usefuna naye ukukhulu kusho ukuthi you know what ne, I think I've done this enough manje sengifuna nami ukuthi ngiphathe isiteshi. Ungamcebisa uthi?
I think they need to think about it very carefully. And nanokuthi abantu abasha kumele sizame ukuthi sibaqeqeshe to understand what is involved. I think lento ukuthi the media industry is all about fame.
The glitz and the glam.
The glitz and the glamour, that's so not true. So kumele sizame ukuthi sibaqeqeshe and tell them from a basic level what they should expect. Ngikhumbula nje when I went for my first auditions, kwakhona omunye usisi who went and studied for radio, I think about 3 years. But because she had no experience and I did on community radio, I was able to get the gig. So konke lokho kumele sikwazi sibaqeqeshe to understand what is involved, and of course check your motives. Njengomuntu omusha, go into this industry with the right reasons. Otherwise you'll find yourself jumping from industry to industry. So please check your motives and respect this industry. Njoba silana nje, we respect this place, siphilisa imndeni yethu ngayo le industry, so respect it. It's not just vibes.
So Jonathan, ngiyayibuza ukuthi uma ngabe u-station manager usasemncane, ikhona i-challenge maybe yokuthi abantu maybe they don't take you seriously or maybe ufuneka uyiprove kakhulu ngoba nisasemncane banokucabanga ukuthi na ingane ukubona abantu abadala futhi especially abantu abadala kakhulu basanda lo mqondo wakudala ukuthi izinto kufuneka zenziwe abantu abadala.
Of course. It happens so many times sengiza ngakujwayela and I found a coping mechanism. Yabona ngikhathi ngiqala i-stage kokuhlezi kuthiwa mfana ngcono uthola itoho kuqala. Awutohoze kuqala uthola imali and then after that uqala stage. But I understand they said it because they had my best interest at heart. So those are such challenges, you know, when you're being undermined because of sasemncane, because ngaqala ngina 20 njoba ngina 23 manje. It's been 3 years. And mawenza amaphutha khona abanye bethi yabo sikutshelile. But then we learn and we keep it moving. But into engangisiza is taking it seriously njoba sengishilo earlier on. I view it as something very serious and I have a high level of professionalism. Ngoba nabantu esibaqhashayo, we go through a checklist, we make sure ukuthi lo muntu yakwazi ukusakaza, even if they got a large following, they have a good work ethic, they're professional, and all of that. We look through all those things. Njoba siyabantu abasha, so that has helped a lot. To overcome the challenge of being undermined.
So where to get from here for Jonathan? Like ngoba una 23 go to station manager. So iyiphi level engaphezulu kuba station manager ku radio industry?
I'm so glad you asked. Radio, I'm so glad it opens so many opportunities. I'm a business. So right now I refer to myself as more of an entrepreneur more than a station manager. I'm into other business ventures manje, so I'm not going to be as hands-on in managing the radio station. Maybe I may direct it as the founder, but sikuzoba khona omunye manje who's going to be hands-on. I'm going to be focusing more on business, your property, and all of that. I think
you are opening up the industry. Yes, Martin. So open up the industry. When we open up the industry, so 23, so 3 years. So okay, so we cut ukuthi kubo omunye futhi naye and now uyamgruma naye kanjalo then ngaleyo ndlela bazoba baningi abantu abazothola iskill lesi nawe onaso uzidlulisela from one person to the other.
Yeah, of course. I just think I'm built differently. I struggle to simply put it, ukusebenzela omunye umuntu. I've tried it, I've been there, I've done that, and I'm so glad I've accepted this at a very young age because that made me understood ukuthi my calling is business, and we keep it moving.
Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Siyabonga kakhulu, Happy World Radio Day, and nje siyabonga ukuthi uzoxoxisana kanye nathi uzivula amehlo sazi nje ukuthi kunjani ukuba umphathi wesiteshi at such a young age. Sikufisele nje konke okuhle sengazi ukuthi nje i-future yakho very bright. I don't even need to say it. Very bright. Siyabonga kakhulu ukuthi ube nathi.
Thank you so much, man. Ngifuna nje ukuthatha le thuba ngibonga abantu baseDandi namaphethelo who have been supportive, and I'm so grateful to my family, specifically umama. She's been such a supportive structure. When I'm with her, I feel like I'm shorting a lot. So I'm so grateful to her, man.
Hello,
and
mommy.
To all the young people out there, if mama sakhona, take care of her. She deserves that and more.
Siyabonga kakhulu Jonathan. Umbukeli ke lo beku Jonathan Griffiths on stage sakhe ke SCT yena. Ubesivakashele ke lapha endlini zokusakaza ukuze phela azosicobelela nje ngolwazi ngeingqinamba kanye nanokuthi nje yini ngempela le okufuneka ukuthi uyenze ube nayo. What does it entail ukuthi uzube ne radio station njalo. Njengamanje ke mbukeli sekuyisikhathi ke sekuthi ke manje singene ehoreni lethu lesibili. Bukelike siphinde sikwamukele namhlanje sibungaza iqhaza lomsakazo emhlabeni jikelele. Nakuba ke ikhathi zilokhu nje ziguquguquka kodwa kumsakazo usamile wona. Uyabona nje kudala mbukeli kwakuthula ukuthi icwaka uma sebesakaza kobongani imchunu oyidumengele kaKansas City madoda umfana wasematimatolo Malindi Kantulo Muvo Maphalala owayebizwa ngoMr Brown Linda Sibiu Mr Magic ngingathini na Mandla Malakwane ke lo ebesinayi lapha ohlelweni kanye neingqwele zomsakazo Viki Masuku. Happy Radio Day igama lami nguNoxolo uMamtshali wakwamwali. Sibonge kakhulu ngokuthi ke uhlanganyele kanye nathi la ekhaya jikelele.
Sibulele mbukeli kanti ke sikwamkele kwinkqubo yethu apho kaloku siqwela kaloku kanye singena kwi-yure yesibini yenkqubo. Kwaye ke kule yure ngaphambili kaloku mbukeli siye sanalo udliwano ndlebe malunga nolusuku lwanamhlanje njengoko kaloku kubhiyozelwa usuku lukanomathotholo. Linye ke lamanqaku esiye sanawo lithi ogqirha ke abangaphangeliyo kuphonda laKwaZulu-Natal babongoza urhulumente ukuba abaqeshe ayeke uqesha oqababa basuka kumazwe aphesheya. Nakulena mbukeli yure esingena kuyo njengasiqhelo kuninzi esikuphathele kona. Qiniseka mbukeli awugunqi awuyenzi tulo mistake kuba ufuna uphoswa. Namhlanje kaloku sibhiyozela yona i-World Radio Day. Ndimlo ke unonkanyezi le inkanyezi enomsantsa phakathi kwezinye. Umadlongothi uMasipho uMamshukuma ozondwa ngento zakhe ncamagushe kaloku apho ndincanca khona ibele otolo mchengo obhanikazi ovumba lemfongo liyanuka. Bukeli masijonge eziphala phambili le yure.
Umholi Democratic Alliance John Steenhuisen usevula icala estation samaphoyisa eKapa evulela iphini likaMengameli wezwe uPaul Mashatile.
I don't think we were miles off. I said to the boys after, I think we were good for about 65% of the game.
Iqela lesizwe leqakamba iProteas lizimisele ukwenza ezibukwayo njengoko liza kudibana neNew Zealand kumdlalo wovavanyo namhlanje.
Umholi we-Democratic Alliance uJohn Steenhuisen uthi iy'nsolo zezenzo zenkohlakalo ezeyamaniswane ephini likamengameli wezwe uPaul Mashatile akufanele zifihlwe ngenhloso yokumvikela. uSteenhuisen namhlanje uvulele icala uMashatile esiteshini samaphoyisa edolobheni eKapa. Leli cala ke mbukeli ulivula izolo.
I-DA ithi lezi insolo zezenzo zenkohlakalo ezibhekene noMashatile zisukela ku-2004 ngesikhathi esengamele ukuphathwa kwemali kuhulumeni waseGauteng. Basola uMashatile nangokuthi wephula imigomo yokuziphatha yamalungu ePhalamende ngokungadaluli konke athola ngakho enye inzuzo ngaphandle nje kweholo lakhe kuhulumeni.
When you look at the depth of these allegations, had the lifestyle audits been done and completed in time, some of these allegations would have been picked up much earlier.
Umholi weqembu uJohn Steenhuisen uthi inkohlakalo edlalubi kuhulumeni ngeke yaqedwa ngelanga elilodwa. Noma kunjalo uhulumeni kufanele abonakala ukuthi uyalwisana nezenzo zobugebengu nenkohlakalo.
Remember, you only need to put a few big heads on spikes to start to let the message go out to the rest of the country that there are consequences for corruption. The problem with our approach to date is that we've always gone after the small fish.
Ihhovisi likamengameli wezwe likhuthaza labo abanobufakazi bezenzo ezingalungile ezenkohlakalo ngokuthi bangananazi kunalokho babikele abezomthetho.
Umbutho we-ANC kwiphondo laKwaZulu-Natal ubamise emsebenzini oceba abasixhenxe kumasipala waseMzumbe kunxweme lusemazantsi ephondo emva kokuba abaceba bevote kunye namaqela aphikisayo ukuba bamsuse esikhundleni usodolophu we-ANC kwiveki ephelileyo. Bakwaxhasa ke ukonyulwa kukaceba we-IFP umlungisi Ndlovu njengosodolophu omtsha.
Amaqembu aphikisayo eMzumbe akhiphe ube imeya ye-ANC ngokwesekwa amakhansela e-ANC emkhandlweni. Sekunesikhathi lungekho uzinzo kulomasipala. I-ANC inezihlalo ezingu-21 bese kuthi i-IFP ibe nesihlalo ezingu-14. Unobhala we-ANC esifundazweni uMnumzane uBheki Mtolo uthi la makhansela azojeziswa.
Kuyicala elikhulu kabi uma ngaba usuvota uvote ukhipha umeya we-ANC ufaka umeya wenye inhlangano i-ANC engadlelani nayo. Mawenze njalo usuke sewenze icala elikhulu kwa-ANC.
Umtolo uthi i-ANC yenza iphutha elikhulu ngokukhetha lamakhansela ukuba ayimele emkhandlweni. I-ANC ithi ke usomlomo wakulomasipala uSibonelo Maphumulo usexoshiwe eqenjini. Kepha uMaphumulo yena uthi akakatshelwa ukuthi usexoshiwe futhi usaqhubeka nomsebenzi wakhe.
Uma kwenzeka ikomiti loqondisa igwegwe okanye noba oluphi uhlelo lwe-ANC elingagcina seliba mphuka ubuluku babo nyanzeleke kuba sekuma-by-election si ready kakhulu ama-by-election futhi sowawina ngamalengiso nabo balazi leqiniso.
I-ANC ithi angeke isho ukuthi isigcawu sokuqondisa izigwegwe salamakhansela sizokuthatha isikhathi esingakanani. NginguSimphiwe Makhanya wezindaba ze-SABC ngiseThekwini.
I-Patriotic Alliance ithi khathazekile ngokuthi isikole samabanga aphansi i-Ekhaya eSaltsville eTshwane sithatha abantu abadabuka eZimbabwe njengabamqoka ukudlula abakuleli. Lokhu kuza emva kwembiko ethi bangamaphesenti angama-60 abafundi abakhuluma isiShona kulesi sikole.
Inhlangano iPatriotic Alliance ibuthane ngaphandle kwesikole samabanga aphansi iEkhaya ePitoli ngenhloso ukubhekana nembiko ethi lesi sikole sibeka phambili abafundi abadabuka eZimbabwe bese beze ngemumva abakuleli.
There are parents with young children who cannot be admitted to our schools because foreign nationals children have been accepted in the schools. So we are saying that even that 20%, we need to go door to door. Our members need to do door to door here so that they can establish if there's any parent whose child has been rejected from the school. So that we can take that child, bring the child here. The principal must take out a Zimbabwean and put a South African.
Iqembu liphindela veza ukukhathazeka ngensolo zokuthi isikole sesifaka isicelo emnyangweni wezemfundo zokuthi kwengezwe isiShona njengolimi esikoleni. Isikole kanye neziphathimandla kwezemfundo bakuphikile lokhu.
The department, we can confirm that the SGB of Ekhaya Primary School is indeed a Zimbabwean national. We can also inform that the Shona was not in the plans to be introduced at the school because there is no even application for the introduction of that language at the school.
iPA imile kwelokuthi abantu baseningizimu Afrika kumele bebekwe eqhulwini njengoba kuyibona abakhokha intela.
Ogqirha abangaphangeleyo kwiphondo laKwaZulu-Natal babongoza urhulumente ukuba abaqeshe ayeke uqesha oogxa babo abasuka kumazwe ngaphandle. Iqela loogqirha abangaphangeleyo libambe umngcelele lisiya kwiofisi yeSebe lezeMpilo kweli phondo liyofaka uluhlu lwezikhalazo.
Laba odokotela abaqeqeshiwe abangawuthola umsebenzi ezibhedlela nasemtholampilo. Kusukela ngoMasingana nyakenye sinyukile isibalo sodokotela abangasebenzi. Udokotela Nombuso Phehle ongasebenzi kusukela ngoZibandlela uthi izikhungo zezempilo zidonsa kanzima ngenxa yezibalo eziphezulu zeziguli kodwa odokotela bahleze emakhaya.
Ilobo nje obunzima esibhekene nabo ukuthi sifundile asikwazi ukusebenza nama patient esibhedlela yasidinga. Uhulumeni uthi awunayo imali yokusikhokhela.
Odokotela bangasebenzi bafuna uhulumeni anikeze abantu bakuleli umsebenzi kuqala kunodokotela bakwamanye amazwe.
All of the posts that are currently being advertised are advertised according to employment equity targets. So not everybody is given the same opportunity when applying for those posts. The other thing is bursary holders. There's a lot of bursary holders who are given first preference because of the debt that they have to the government.
Umnyango wezempilo uthi ukuncishiswa kwesabelo mali ikona okuvimba ukuqashwa kodokotela.
Ngeminyaka 10 edlule la eNingizimu Afrika besi nodokotela abaqedayo ezikoleni abayila u1200. Sabona leso sibalo asanelanga. Asiqhubeke sicela ama universities azandise ingane ayithathayo. Saqhubeka nasafaka abantu abaningi bayofunda eCuba. Kumanje njena nje odokotela abaqedayo ema university babalelwa kwi2,400 2400.
Udokotela uDlomo uthi umnyango matasatasa ekutholeni isixazululo salenselelo yongaqashwa kodokotela. NguNonhlakanipho Magwaza ezindabeni ze-SABC eMgungundlovu.
Ungqongqoshe wemfundo eyisisekelo uAngie Motshekga wethule ngokusemthethweni ukhetho lwakulonyaka lwegungu elawula ukusebenza kwezikole ePitoli. Ngenkathi ekhuluma esithangamini nabeindaba ungqongqoshe uthe izikole ezilawulwa yigungu zenza kahle ngamaphesenti angama20 kunezinye.
Ungqongqoshe uAngie Motshekga unikeze imininingwane ngokhetho lwakulonyaka lwegungu elawula izikole. Lolu khetho luzoqala mhla zizinye ngindasa luphele mhla zingama30 kuye uNdasa kanti luyingxenye emqoka yokuqinisekisa ukusebenza kahle kwezikole. Isikole ngasinye siba nalolu khetho kanye eminyakeni emithathu.
Schools with active school governing bodies excel across the different metrics including academic performance, learner well-being and community engagement. There is a correlation between engaged SGBs and school success, and this is undeniable. For schools with great SGBs who participate in the work of the schools have an average of 20% higher performance.
Umnyango ukholelwe ekutheni isikhathi esingangenyanga eyodwa sanele ukubiza imhlangano nokuqinisekisa ukuthi banele abantu abavotayo. Uphinde wexwayisa laba abasebenzisa indlela zenkohlakalo engeneni kulezi igungu.
There is a challenge of course of people that wants to be in SGBs at all cost when they don't even have learners in that school, where they buy parenthood and guardianship and so on. But there are processes in the department to ensure that that doesn't happen, because you need to verify whether a person is indeed a guardian or not.
Umnyango wemfundo eyisisekelo ufunge wagomela ukuthi uzosebenzisa amandla awo ukususa amalungu angakufanele ukuba aqokwe.
Abazali babafundi besikolo samabanga aphansi apha Dadamba eWillowvale kwiphondo laseMpuma Koloni babongoza urhulumente wephondo ukuba akhe izindlu zangasese kwesisikolo. Esi sikolo ke mbukeli sinezindlu zangasese ezinemingxuma kodwa ke azisetyenziswa emva kokuba ititshala yalunywa inyoka kunyaka ophelileyo.
Amagumbi angasese nokunqaba kwamanzi zezona ngxaki ezijongene nesisikolo. Abahlali bathi kulamagumbi sele kuhlala inyoka. Bakwathi lemeko yasohlutha isidima sotishara nabafundi.
Sasicinga bafana uba uyayithathela ingqalelo lonto le watyiwa inyoka umaxoli kwezi toilet. Sabe ke ngoku siyazivala ii toilets sizithuma ngaphandle. Isikolo sethu asinamatanki, asinamanzi.
Iifestile zophukile kwaye amanye amagumbi okufundela awekho semgangathweni.
Sisikolo bendifunde kuso. Kungoko ndibonela ukuthi no, make ndize apho bendifunda khona apha ePatatamba ngoba ndiyayiqonda le ntlungu abantwana bakuyo ngoba kwizikolo zonke esihamba kuzo ingakumbi naseCape Town abantwana baba nengxaki.
Isebe lezemfundo lithi selinikezele kumbutho wabucala owayethembise ngokwakha izindlu zangasese kwesi sikolo.
Esi sikolo saripota lomcimbi wezindlu zangasese ezingalunganga kwesithili eso ke sithe sayiripota sona ephondweni. Iphondo lathumela ke abantu abasuka esithilini bokwenza assessment yemeko leyo kangangentoba esi sikolo sifaka uluhlu lwezikolo ezizawuthi zilungiswe inkampani yabucala ento kuthiwa zi-NGO.
Abazali bafuna ungenelelo olukhawulezileyo ukuze kuphucuke le meko. Ndikulandile Mbulali kuGatyane.
Mbukele njengamanje sizothi nje ke qhu ngapha ngaseyitolo. Kodwa ke ngaphambi kokuthi ke siye khona mbukeli make nguxoxele nantu udaba. Umnyango wezokuhlunyelisa kwezimilo osebenzisana nezinhlaka zokuphepha baphume kumkhankaso wokuthungatha isiboshwa esinguklatha Gumbo oweqe eyokwelashwa esibhedlela seMamelodi ePitoli. Lesi siboshwa osibonayo mbukeli njengamanje lapha yakubomana kude wakho sidonsa udilika jele ngamacala afaka phakathi ukudlwengula, ukuthumba kanye nokushaya. Niyanxisa kakhulu ke babukela ukuthi ningalinge nizama ukuthi nimbambe lomlisa kodwa kunalokho nibikele amaphoyisa.
Correctional Services, working with other law enforcement agencies, is conducting a widespread search operation to locate and apprehend offender Klata Gumbo, who escaped on Monday, the 12th of February 2024, from the grounds of Mamelodi Regional Hospital. Klata Gumbo is serving a life sentence for rape, kidnapping and assault since the 28th of August 2018. He was escorted to the hospital for a consultation with a dietitian. When he attacked the guarding official, disarmed him and escaped from the hospital premises. Correctional Services is appealing to anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of Klata Gumbo to contact a nearest correctional facility or a police station. Crucially, we encourage members of the public to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activity to law enforcement authorities.
Ayike mbukeli siziqwela siziqonqotha ngolo hlobo ke ingongoma beziphala phambili kule yure njengoko nivile into yokubana niyabongozwa into yokubana ninxibelelane nasemagunyeni xa nibona lo msolwa ebepha kumfanekiso engaphambi kokuba niye naphi na nizawurhabula kuqikelelo lwemozulu kodwa xa sibuya ikhona into baphetheleyo namamtshana
sinesivakashi lapha ekhaya Jikelele mbukeli usiphesihle kunene yena ke uyi-meteorologist phecelezi ke uyisangoma sezulu uzosixoxela ngabanzi nje ngolomsebenzi wokuba isangoma sezulu hayi miningi imibuzo esinayo ungalinge kuphuthele umbukeli siyabuya emva komzuzwana okwamanje akubuke nasi ke isimo sezulu.